Fund Enterprises does. We are a leading material in aluminum windows and doors, elegant bathware, sanitary ware, and yeah, that's it. So we are assembled here to talk about one of the lines that we have extended. We have increased our production capacity for UPVC profiles. Our director, Mr. T. Chandrasekhar, some details about the expansion. I'll invite Chandrasekhar sir.
We started a company about 30 years ago, and then when there were opportunities, the company ventured into construction business. And after about 7 to 8 years of successful construction activity, we realized that building materials were becoming a problem for faster execution of the buildings. So we first started a ready-mix concrete plant when there were hardly a handful in Hyderabad. That was in the year 2006. Subsequently, to cater to the needs of the entire venturing into concrete, we found it was a very convenient thing to do to speed up building activity in Hyderabad. In fact, there was a boom. So we expanded RMC plants. Today we are around 23 ready-mix concrete plants. After this, we realized that windows is going to be the next big problem for the construction industry. If all of you recall, about 20 years ago, we were all looking for wood for the windows and doors. Slowly there was a shortage of wood, particularly good quality wood, and all of you know how difficult it is today to, with the new government regulations, to cut the trees and then use it for windows and doors. So this was realized by us about 15 years ago. We were the first people in Hyderabad to order about 1200 windows, UPVC windows, and we experimented with it. And it was a good experience. After that, we realized that UPVC is going to be the future product for windows. So we thought we will make our own windows. We used to buy from a German company. We were making about 1,000 windows. From 1,000 windows, today we have grown to a little more than 15,000 windows every month. We are one of the biggest fabricators for windows in India today. After this, we also felt the need for the raw material. You know, the basic window profile that is required to make a window. We searched the whole world for good technology, a good machine system, We zeroed in on Cross Maffei, which is a German company. So we bought the extrusion lines from Germany, started extruding PVC profiles for windows. Initially we consumed it for ourselves. We were producing around 200-250 tons. Then we realized that there is a market outside. We started selling it to other window fabricators. Then slowly we reached a capacity of 450 tons every month. And now during this Corona period, most small profile companies have been wiped out from the market basically due to increasing resin prices. Companies like Reliance, which were supplying resin, they have increased the prices, which led to the small profile extruders getting away from the market. So there was a sudden spurt in demand which contributed about 50% increase for our production. So when we were doing around 440-450 tons, today we have reached 700 tons per month. This is with the addition of a couple of new lines, new extrusion lines. But now our plan, seeing the market development and the shortage of wood, the whole of the country, today you don't get good quality wood. It's very difficult. If you try for first quality teak wood, you get second quality teak wood. Even that is at a very high price. And there are certain disadvantages with wood, like there is no proper sealing of noise, and they shrink in the winter, and the windows become tight. Use of UPVC windows. So there's going to be a huge market, like in China. There's going to be a huge market for UPVC windows. Keeping this in mind, we have decided to expand our capacity. We are now building another factory in Rudraram, where we will go to 2,000 tons capacity per month. So what we started as a 200 tons 6 years ago should become 2,000 tons in the next 2 years. To that end, we have already ordered equipment from Germany. It's coming in the next 3 to 4 months, and we'll reach a capacity of around 2,000 tons a month. So this is about our profile extrusion. We use the best raw materials. Our resin comes from Reliance. Our titanium dioxide we take from DuPont. And the stabilizer we take from a German company called Berlocher, and we take calcium carbonate from one of the world's leading company, Omia, and we have our impact modifier and processing aid from Adeka, Japan. So we use the best raw materials without any compromise in quality. Today we can very proudly say that our materials by composition are as good as any other global player. This is a tropicalized formulation, and it is as good as any German. It will withstand all kinds of tests according to EN norms. So we have made a very good profile, and that is one of the reasons for our success also. If a lot of people can make profiles, everybody can make profiles, but the volume growth proves that we have done a good job quality is concerned. Most of our units have survived basically on quality. We have started UPVC windows, we have started UPVC extrusion, we have started metal section. This is called a roll formed metal. We started our own tile factory near Kakinada. There also we have doubled our capacity. We started the plant with 15,000 square meters every day, and today we produce 30,000 square meters every day. It's a huge campus of about 100 acres in Kakinada, and into trading of imported big brands of sanitary ware. Shortly we are also planning to manufacture sanitary ware. So a wide spectrum of materials required for the building industry. We want to be the one-stop shop for all these materials. While doing so, despite the huge variety, we also want to be the leaders in each segment. That's the reason why we are expanding capacities. So today we are in this unit. This unit is now expanding. There are other units also expanding. This unit has already now increased by about 50% capacity. This will be doubled or tripled in the next 2-3 years. So we are planning to reach around 2,000 tons a month. That's about this plant. If you have any questions, you can about this plant or other plants.
In Hyderabad,
Profile market today is about 6,000 tons in India, out of which we are a little more than 10% today. But this is growing. This 6,000 tons a month. Additionally, around 1,000 to 1,500 tons may be coming from China. Earlier, the Chinese imports were high. But today it's not, because the dollar has gone to 82, as all of you know. Earlier, when the dollar was low, a lot of people were importing. It was, they were finding it cheaper to import from China. But today it's expensive to import from China. It's not viable. So it has helped the Indian industry grow. You all know the currency exchange. So the Indian industry is growing basically because of the increase in dollar value. People find it not worth importing from China. So they are all coming. Most fabricators are coming for Indian profiles. That's how this is going profile coming
Next 5 years.
in the next 5 years.
In country wise. Value, sir.
I would say maybe about 1,000 tons.
It depends.
Overall market, that may be for
ఎందుకంటే if you have noticed metal fluctuations in the last 1 year, even if somebody wanted to go to aluminum prices have skyrocketed. They've gone up to 300 rupees a kilo. And PVC resin prices, which were 85 rupees, they have gone to 160 rupees a kilo.
ఇప్పుడు ఎంత పెట్టినా సార్
To almost normalcy.
సార్ ఇప్పుడు
Now, no imports.
అవును సార్
PVC resin, which was being imported into the country, also came down. So this 1 year, the dynamics were, so different. It caused a lot of disturbance to the industry, some good and some bad.
డాలర్
ఈ ఇండస్ట్రీలో ఎట్లా ఉంటుందంటే ₹2 ₹3 బేరం ఉంటుంది మార్కెట్ బిట్వీన్ డిఫరెంట్ కంపెనీస్. చైనా నుంచి there are 5-6 companies that are bringing in material. If somebody says 101 rupees, another fellow will come and say 100. Another guy will say 99. So every rupee makes a difference. If your dollar was 74 and it has gone to 82, on this increased 8 rupees, customerలో ఆ రూపాయి ₹2 they all fight in the market. Whereas in India, there are 3-4 good companies. They have always maintained there with a couple of German companies and a couple of Indian companies. We want to be in the big league. So we don't fight with the Chinese prices. Even today we sell at a price higher than the Chinese, basically because of our quality. One very important factor to be considered here is most Chinese companies give the profile with lead. Lead in plastics is banned. India is a little late. Our country has been a little late in adopting it, whereas most European countries completed it. That in our case, when we started our factory, we started with lead-free profiles. Most companies, even big companies, have started with lead and changed to lead-free, whereas our starting point was lead-free. So we don't use a lead stabilizer. It is
China imports ఉన్నాయండి.
ఉన్నాయి సార్ కొద్దిగా, not as much as before.
Not bad.
Ban లేదు, there is no ban, but they are also not able to. It is a stable condition, sir. ఎందుకంటే we can say it is not there.
అంటే 82 పోయింది
Project.
సార్
Let's say 10,000 windows. After he makes 3,000 windows, you can't suddenly tell him raw material price has gone up, so I will not give you. You have to honor your commitment.
clause ఉంటుందా?
Sir, అది మనం నార్మల్గా minor variations are absorbed. But if it is abnormal, like the corona situation, when the resin became 100% more, good days will come again. Today I lose 5 rupees, but I learned that 5 rupees later. And you need a relation.
So are you having any kind of a
It's not in our hand. And to meet the country's demand, Reliance also imports some quantity. And Reliance today is the biggest in resin.
or at least to
Do
protect
it. They buy copper, and copper prices are low. If it falls down further, you lose. But if it goes up, you gain. It's like gambling, like playing in a stock market.
once happens,
If it goes from, let's say, 82 to 85, there will be a very, very marginal correction. Because this Berlocker company, the German company, is now making stabilizer in India. So the prices will not impact us so much. The bulk of almost more than 70% of a PVC window profile is PVC resin from Reliance, and that is in rupees. So it's only the additives that are coming either a certain fluctuation.
so apart
అంటే ఈ రాష్ట్రం వరకు, this part of Telugu states, there is a lot of growth. Whereas on the other side, sure we would be around 40%, sir.
okay last player
Yeah, we are a large player. This 10,000 to 11,000 windows are delivered every month. That is huge. It's not a small.
అంటే ఈ
This particular extrusion unit, we have invested 25 crores in the beginning. Now we have invested another 8 crores to increase the capacity. We are investing another 30 crores in a new facility in Rudraram.
గుజరాత్
5 to 6 months for this.
That is the sanitary approach.
Very sir.
ఎంత ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్
We give additional, in addition to already people who we have, we should be giving to another 100 to 150 people.
That is already
But there will be a lot of new machines. You know, to increase the capacity, you need more extrusion lines. So,
మరి ఇప్పుడు ఈ యూనిట్ ఈ కెపాసిటీ
Tamudra is increase in production, we have added some more.
టోటల్ హైదరాబాద్ ఎంతమంది ఎంప్లాయీలు
1,500 people.
ఎన్ని యూనిట్లు ఉన్నాయి సార్
అవి వేరే యూనిట్ సార్. సో ఆ ప్లాంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇక్కడ ఒక నియర్ బై వీ హ్యావ్ ఎ మెటల్ సెక్షన్ యూనిట్, స్మాల్ యూనిట్. మీరు చూసే ప్లాస్టిక్ లోపల స్టీల్ ఉంటుంది. దట్ స్టీల్ ఆల్సో వీ మేక్ అవర్ సెల్స్ మెటల్ సెక్షన్స్.
What were your
90 crores సార్.
Okay. So what is the expect?
ఫ్రమ్ మార్చ్ దెర్ విల్ బి ఎ క్వాంటమ్ జంప్. ఎందుకంటే
Financially,
మనం ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేస్తుంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ అవర్ కెపాసిటీ, ద మెషిన్ కెపాసిటీ. వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు సీ ఈజ్ వెదర్ యూ హ్యావ్ క్రియేటెడ్ ద ఫ్యాబ్రికేట్. అది 50-70 అయితేనే మీరు ప్రొడ్యూస్ చేసిన దానికి దెర్ ఇస్ సమ్ మీనింగ్. ద నెట్వర్క్, ది పీపుల్ హూ రిసీవ్ యువర్ ప్రోడక్ట్, దోస్ numbers have to increase. Currently we have I think around 80 to 90 that we are targeting to.
Neetu Aparna ki, what is the premium?
A couple of companies charge, the lower end companies charge 15% lower than us.
15%, which is significantly higher.
Significantly different. That is because మనం అంటే హిందీలో అంటారు జైసా పైసా వైసా మాల్ అని. బార్గెన్ ద reinforcement thickness. We use a 1.5 mm thick, 120 grams per square meter galvanized metal section. If you take a lower end window, he will use a 80 grams per square meter zinc and 1 mm thick metal section inside. So nothing. If he is reducing the price, he is automatically reducing something else inside. That is
So
how they are
finally
able.
the average-
The highest.
Okay.
We would be, depending on competition, around 5% lower. అంటే ఇవి ఎట్లా ఉంటుందంటే దేర్ ఆర్ బిగ్ ప్రాజెక్ట్స్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ మై హోమ్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్, దే గివ్ ఇట్ టు అస్. ప్రెస్టీజ్ ప్రోడక్ట్స్, దే గివ్ ఇట్ టు అస్. బట్ ప్రెస్టీజ్ ఆల్సో అకామిడేట్స్ అనదర్ 2,400 tons per month.
it is operation.
కెపాసిటీ ఆపరేషన్ అంటే నెక్స్ట్ ఫైనాన్షియల్ ఇయర్ ఎండ్ అండి, లెట్స్ సే బై 24 March.
Summing up.
అది దానికి కొంచెం టైం పడుతుంది. అంటే వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఐడెంటిఫై ది రైట్ టెక్నాలజీ. శానిటరీ వేర్ ఓవర్ ద లాస్ట్ 40 years, లైక్ టైల్స్, దెర్ హస్ బీన్ ఎ సీ చేంజ్ ఇన్ టెక్నాలజీ.
Where it will come.
అది ఇంకా we have identified some land. అక్కడ ఏమేమి యూనిట్లు పెట్టాలి.
ఇంకా
We require another 40 acres.
And
ఎంత ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్
How to fight? Are you going in the premium segment or you are going in the normal
ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్
use?
ఇక్కడ నుంచి
అంటే మేము డైరెక్ట్ ఇంపోర్ట్ చేయము. There are agents in India, authorized agents for those companies. They are giving us.
నా పేరు చంద్రశేఖర్, అపర్ణ ప్రొఫైల్స్లో టెక్నికల్ డైరెక్టర్గా ఉన్నాను. ఈరోజు అపర్ణ ప్రొఫైల్స్ కెపాసిటీ ఎక్స్పాన్షన్ చేస్తున్నాం. మేము 450 టన్నుల నుంచి ఈ రోజున 700 టన్నులకి మా కెపాసిటీ పెంచాం. దీన్ని త్వరలో 2000 టన్నులకి తీసుకెళ్దామనే ప్రణాళికతో ఉన్నాం. వచ్చే ఏడాదిన్నర కాలంలో ప్రస్తుతం రుద్రారంలో ఇంకొక ఫ్యాక్టరీ తయారవుతుంది. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత మా నెలవారీ సామర్థ్యాన్ని ఇప్పుడున్న 700 టన్నుల నుంచి 1100 టన్నులకి తీసుకెళ్ళడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేస్తాం. అంటే యాజ్ ఫార్ యాజ్ ఇది క్వాలిటీ అండి, బేసిక్గా ప్రోడక్టు మా క్వాంటిటీలు మార్కెట్లో పెరగడానికి కారణం క్వాలిటీ. వి మేక్ లెడ్ ఫ్రీ ప్రొఫైల్స్ చేస్తాం. అంటే మీకు అందరికీ తెలిసిందే సీసం లెడ్ హానికరం అని ప్రభుత్వం కూడా బ్యాన్ చేసింది దీన్ని. సో ప్లాస్టిక్లో లెడ్ ఉండకూడదని మేము మా ఫ్యాక్టరీ మొదలుపెట్టిన రోజు దగ్గర నుంచి కూడా లెడ్ లేకుండానే లెడ్ ఫ్రీ ప్రొఫైల్స్, లెడ్ ఫ్రీ యూపీవీసీ ప్రొఫైల్స్ తయారు చేస్తున్నాం. అండ్ వరల్డ్ వైడ్ ఇది ప్రపంచం అంతా కూడా ఇదే టెక్నాలజీ వాడుతున్నారు, లెడ్ ఫ్రీ ప్రొఫైల్స్. సో వీఆర్ ఆల్సో ఫాలోయింగ్ ద సేమ్ టెక్నాలజీ, ఏ సేఫ్ అండ్ స్ట్రాంగ్ యూపీవీసీ ప్రొఫైల్. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ వీఆర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు డూ. అండ్ క్వాలిటీ మేము ప్రపంచంలో ఉన్న గొప్ప కంపెనీలన్నీ ఎటువంటి నాణ్యతతో తయారు చేస్తున్నాయో అదే లెవెల్లో తయారు చేయగలుగుతున్నాం. అండ్ వీ వాంట్ టు compete with global industry.
But the price will
We are in the top league. We are selling at a premium. That's basically at a quality. అమ్మగలుగుతున్నాం మేము నాణ్యత గల ఒక ప్రోడక్ట్ని ఇవ్వగలుగుతున్నాం కాబట్టే ప్రీమియం రేంజ్లో ఉండగలుగుతున్నాం. కొన్ని చైనా నుంచి వచ్చిన బట్ దే ఎందుకంటే హయ్యర్ క్వాలిటీ బ్రాకెట్.
ఎంత సార్ ప్రైస్
ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతం ప్రైసింగ్కి కిటికీ ప్రైసింగ్కి కొంచెం డిఫరెన్స్. ఈ ప్రొఫైల్ జనరల్ 1 కిలో ఉంటుందండి పౌడరు, అంటే ప్రొఫైల్. ఆ విండోకి వచ్చేసప్పటికి అది స్క్వేర్ ఫీట్ లెక్కలో ఉంటారు. అది 500 రూపాయల నుంచి 1000 రూపాయల వరకు డిపెండింగ్ ఆన్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్ పర్ స్క్వేర్ ఫీట్ ఉంటుంది విండో.
ఎట్లా ఉంది సార్ ఇప్పుడు పీవీసీ మార్కెట్?
ఇప్పుడు పీవీసీ మార్కెట్ చాలా బాగుందండి. ఎందుకంటే మీకు చెప్పినట్టు ఇందాక వుడ్ అనేది ఇంకా భవిష్యత్తులో దొరకదు. ప్లస్ మనకి ప్రభుత్వం కూడా చాలా రెస్ట్రిక్షన్స్ పెట్టింది కదా. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఇష్టం వచ్చినట్టుగా చెట్లు నరికేయడం ఇవన్నీ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఈజీ. చెట్లను సంరక్షించుకునే కార్యక్రమంలో మనకి వుడ్ అవైలబిలిటీ కూడా తగ్గిపోతుంది. భవిష్యత్తులో కావాల్సిందల్లా ఒక ఆల్టర్నేటివ్ ప్రోడక్ట్ ఏంటంటే యూపీవీసీ విండో. సో అది మన విండోలు పాపులర్ ఈ గత 10 సంవత్సరాల్లో అనూహ్యంగా వాల్యూమ్స్ పెరిగిపోయింది. అంతకుముందు యూపీవీసీ అంటే ప్లాస్టిక్ విండో అని కొంచెం తక్కువగా చూసేవాళ్ళు. బట్ ఇప్పుడు ఇట్ హెస్ బికమ్ ఎ నామ్. మీరు యూ విల్ ఫైండ్ దట్ యూపీవీసీ